His passion and love for the game is second to none. It doesn't matter whether you're a #1 player in the world or whether you're a 27 handicapper who loves the game. His commitment and dedication to seeing the game go from strength to strength to one level to the next has been phenomenal.
Charity is a big thing to him. I think what he's done with the first tee is grown that very fast. Some things in golf take time. The first tee is a remarkable program that he's dedicated to.
President Bush has been such a big part of the game of golf. He has been at every President's Cup. It means so much to the players to see him there, to see that he cares.
It could very easily be called President Bush's President's Cup because he was the guy who really formulated this whole image and nostalgia and what the President's Cup is all about.
For all these years, his family has been a big part of golf, but for what President Bush has meant is you can't put a tag on it, because as much as he's done for the game of golf, he's done 100 times more for this country.
He's a great guy, he's a family man, and he's a good friend. Just about anything that has to do with the betterment of the game of golf, he has supported.
Mr. President, who taught you to play golf?
I guess I played with my father the most when I was a little guy, who was a very good golfer, low handicap, scratch. But it was a genetic shortfall and it never took, except I loved the game.
What was the strength of your game as a player?
As a player, competition. I just loved to compete, and I played fairly fast, so that set an example for some of those guys that plumb bob everything, and so those two things were my attributes.
People don't realize you actually have a championship trophy. Cape Arundel,
It was in
Kenny
around that
Bunkport,
area.
Maine?
Yes, it was. I dusted a guy named Chad Brown. I closed him out at about 14, I think. It was really fun.
What was this, the Cape Arundel Club Championship?
Cape Arundel Club Champion, yeah. And my name's embellished there. It's on the board. I mean, they can't take it away from me, Jim.
What is it you admire about golf?
Well, integrity. I think when I think of golf, I think of people playing with integrity and honor. We come from a tradition of golfers. My grandfather, Mr. Walker, donated the Walker Cup years ago. And then my dad, he was head of USGA then. My father was president of the USGA. And through that line of tradition, we learned the respect for the game. And so, but it didn't detract from the fun, I'll tell you.
When you left office, you got immersed in the sport, whether it was the President's Cup, attending all the Ryder Cups, the first tee. Tell me about first the international competition and showing up virtually every year for either the President's Cup or the Ryder Cup. What's that meant to you?
Well, I loved it, and I loved seeing them. I mean, these are great competitions and great for the game.
The President's Cup, to watch that grow. You've been there for virtually all of the competitions.
That's right.
What have you thought of the President's Cup?
Well, I remember when it got started, and nobody was quite certain where it would go, but it's become quite an event, and I think it's wonderful. And it, of course, having been president, why, it makes it extra special.
How meaningful has it been for you to see the growth of the first tee? And you gave it great credibility as the honorary chairman, and that wasn't just an honorary position. You worked hand in hand.
Tried to work hand in hand. I remember the first meeting was up in New York, of all places. And first tee is not just about playing good golf. It's about character and all of that for these kids that get in the game, and teaching them the rules, play by the rules, honor the game. All those attributes are hooked into first tee.
When you got the phone call that you had been elected into the World Golf Hall of Fame, what was your reaction?
Well, it was overwhelming because it's a wonderful institution. Tim Fincham made the phone call, and I was very grateful to him, and I thought, well, this is a wonderful thing, and I hope that it helps in some way, showing that a former president is that interested. But it just, you know, a lot of nice things happen to you, Jim, when you've been president of the United States, but this one was very special for me, and I was overawed.
Mr. President, Jack Peters here from the World Golf Hall of Fame, Chief Operating Officer, for the presentation.
Thank you, Jim. Mr. President, congratulations. And on behalf of the members of the World Golf Hall of Fame, our volunteers and staff, congratulations on being selected for your lifetime contributions to the game of golf. Here's our signature crystal, and welcome to the Hall of Fame family.
Jack, I'm deeply honored and very appreciative of your being here to do this, and of course Jim Nance makes it extra special. But thank you very much for this honor. Now I got to find a special place to put this so I can brag about it when they come in.
Well, congratulations again, sir.
Thank you.